Welcome to my video blog on machine learning. Please do not forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon nearby. Thanks. Today I'm here with a set of 3 book recommendation on machine learning, and I found them useful, and so I'm recommending them for you. In that series, the first one is Machine Learning in Action, and this book is by Peter Harrington, and the publisher is DreamTech Press. I recommend this book for advanced machine learning professionals who already know machine learning, they've implemented machine learning and would like to update their knowledge. This book has 4 sections, and first one being on classification, and the author has given very good examples in things like support vector machines, ADA boost, and other such classification algorithms. The part 2 is on forecasting and numeric values with regression, which is basically the usual stuff, but I'm pretty much sure you will enjoy reading the regression examples which are given there. And there is also one chapter on tree-based regression. The third part is the unsupervised learning, and the author has covered association analysis and a priori algorithms, and also discussed in the last chapter of part 3 the efficiently finding frequent item sets with FP growth, which I particularly found very useful. The part 4 of the book is about additional tools, and although they call it additional tools, but I find that it is no longer an additional tool, like things like PCA, which are very much part of what we do. So it's not an additional tool, but the author has categorized it as an additional tool. So also he has categorized simplifying data with SVD, the singular value decomposition, as well has been characterized as an additional tool, and the big data and MapReduce. So if you're working on a big data project for machine learning, you pretty much use MapReduce, and so that's not an additional tool in my opinion. But overall, I would recommend this book. Anybody wants to learn practical implementations of the classification and other stuff, they're pretty useful. So the second book recommendation I have for you is Machine Learning for Big Data, Hands-on Developers and Technical Professionals. The author of this book is Jason Bell, and publisher is Wiley. I recommend this book for beginners, intermediate and advanced professionals. This book overall has about close to 12 chapters, and then it's got 4 appendices. So it's a pretty much lengthy book. But so what it does is it tries to cover right from what is machine learning to delving, which is pretty much this first chapter, and then planning for machine learning, which you do not find in many books on machine learning. So the author has spent a pretty much good time in talking about the process of planning, developing, and then testing, reporting, refining, and then moving the machine learning application to production. So he has talked about that in chapter 2, which I found very good. And then there is a discussion on chapter 3 straight away, where the author takes you into decision trees. And then there's chapter 4 on Bayesian network. So the starts with the usual probability theory, the graph theory, and stuff like that. Then there is also another chapter on chapter 5, which is artificial neural networks. And then you have chapter 6, which is association rules for learning. And you've got chapter 7, where you have the SVM, the support vector machines. There's a whole examples given there. And the good thing in this chapter is that they have given a classification walkthrough. So how do you actually go about classifying with an example, which is again, not everybody covers that. Then on the chapter 8, they've got clustering, which I found pretty much useful. And they've covered retail examples. They've got k-means clustering with the Weka, which again I found useful. And then straight away, the discussion in chapter 9 moves to Spring XD and how to work with the real-time Spring XD is what is demonstrated there, along with examples from social media like Twitter, doing a real-time analysis of the data which comes out of Twitter. And so what can be done with that kind of data is obviously sentiment analysis, but using Spring XD framework, the author has shown how to go about it. The next one is the machine learning as a batch process, where in many industries we know that when the data is huge, then you do not have the luxury of doing a real-time analysis. So in that case, we use the Hadoop framework for batch processing using MapReduce and other such areas. So there, how it is to be done is what is covered in chapter 10. The good thing is that the author has covered a full chapter on Apache Spark, which is the chapter 11. I pretty much found this to be a very basic introduction to Spark, which was a bit disappointing, because we want to go pretty much beyond that. We just don't want to learn Spark, because Spark tutorials are available everywhere. Installation guides for the Spark tutorials are also available everywhere. So going beyond that would have helped here, but I was disappointed with chapter 11, I would say. The chapter 12 teaches about machine learning with R. Again, something that R is not good with. So if you look at big data, then R has a big problem, because R has a framework which uses it captures the data and then moves it entirely into the memory for its processing and analysis. And that's where R has a problem, because it's memory intensive. Compare that with Python, it balances itself between disk and memory. And so it's a better option for applying it on big data. So I would have, instead of seeing something like machine learning with R in chapter 12, I would have hoped to see machine learning with Python. So that's a bit disappointing there. And the author could have done justice by talking about graphs, which he has done with R. Same thing, same topics, but Python technology would have helped, because it works very well with big data. In the appendix, Spring XD has been covered here. So you see 4 appendices there. So the first one is Spring XT installation, Hadoop 1.0, quick start. I think we already have Hadoop 2.x, so a refresh of that would definitely help. And then Appendix 6 is useful Unix commands. So if you're not familiar with Unix, or you have forgotten Unix and are coming back to Unix after some time, then this Appendix C is good for you. Appendix D covers further reading, and so here again I don't see a mention of Python. Their references to statistics, their references to making decisions, and there's some useful websites also given there which are good, and the tools of the trade. So many of the tools have been covered, but I was a bit disappointed with the missing Python in this book. The third book that I have for you is Thoughtful Machine Learning, a Test-Driven Approach. This is a book by Mathur Kirk, and the publisher is Schaff Publishers and Distributors Private Limited in India, and O'Reilly anywhere else in the world. And I'm recommending this for advanced machine learning professionals who are looking for tips on how to better their machine learning projects at their workplace. So this is an excellent book for that. And as you would have noticed in the title, it says Thoughtful Machine Learning, a Test-Driven Approach. So the good thing about this book is that it introduces you to the test-driven development model. So the TDDM model, as it is popularly called. Now, in the case of it, as the book explains, the TDDM model is unlike the normal software testing model where you write the use case first and then you write the test case based on that use case. In this case, what the author says is that you first write the test case and then the use case. So in a sense, you're giving more importance to testing than the actual development, right? So the use case is based on the test case instead of the test case being written based on the use case. So you will learn more about that as you read the book. This book has about close to 11 chapters, and it's covered pretty much the advanced topics. So that's why this is recommended for advanced machine learning professionals. It starts with the TDDM model, and then it gives you some basics about machine learning, but it quickly goes into the third chapter on KNN classification, and then it moves into naive Bayes classification in the fourth chapter. Fifth chapter is about hidden Markov models, and then you've got sixth and seventh with support vector machines and the neural networks, and eighth and ninth cover clustering and K-ridge regression. 10th is about improving models and data extraction, and 11th is about putting it all together, which I found was pretty good in this book, because no book covers some topics like machine learning algorithms revisited. So the author has revisited the algorithms and has tried to explain how to use them in the practical world, and how to use this information for problem solving is also discussed there. So somebody who's come into machine learning and has looked at it will get a new perspective on how you can solve the machine learning problems in a new way. And then it also covers what's next for you. So overall, I would say Mathur Kirk's book is good. It's a good effort to introducing a topic like test TDDM. So it's a good approach, I would say. But what I found disappointing was that the whole book covers not a single code of Python. So there's no R, there's no Python, but it covers Ruby. So if you're a Ruby fan, you've been a Ruby developer for a while, then you'll find this book very interesting. But Python developers will be disappointed because this book does not cover a single code of Python.